Hey, what's up? I'm Andre with the Ghostfly Podcast. You read the title, so let's get to it, all right? Here we go.
What not to do if you find pieces of an Ouija board in your house. This guy found chopped up pieces of an Ouija board in his door frame in his house. Check it out.
Check it out.
Clearly, it was done because the previous house owner probably summoned something bad and did this to then ward off the spirit. But wait until you see what they did.
First of all, why is she touching it? I mean, if you're going to touch it, use gloves, right? I would.
They then tried to put it together. No. That is how you get cursed, you know?
Oh, maybe it's not her. Maybe it's the people that found it. It's the video.
Just re-putting the portal together for the demon to come and haunt you.
That was
So
weird.
this is my second time trying to tell this story. I'm not going to do all those cuts and fancy thing that people on TikTok do. I'm just going to tell the story.
Tell the story.
So when I was 18 or 19, I was with my mom. I'm from a small city in Illinois, Southern Illinois, basically. And we were riding around one day and we happened to come across this
This.
yard sale. So she wanted to stop and I said, okay, let's go see what they got. So we get there, and you can tell everything that had been laying on the table, everything was basically covered in like a fine layer of dust. So either it was in an attic or a garage or something, I don't know. But I was looking on the tables, and I saw an Ouija board. It was fully intact. It had, on the inside of the box, it had the board and the planchette. So I asked my mom if I could have it, and she said yeah. And so,
Obviously, the mom didn't know what she was picking up. Think about it. Ouija boards, man. There's a reason why they're trying to get rid of it, at the art sale. Gee, whatever.
took it home. Um, Fast forward to maybe 6 months. I never opened it, by the way. So fast forward 6 months, I get my own place, I box it up, and I put it in the utility closet. Fast forward another 3 months, I finally remember that I have the Ouija board. So I was already out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna stop and pick up like this cheap bottle of vodka, and I'm gonna go home and play with the board.
You see, the key word is she went to go get some vodka at the store to get primed. She knew what she was doing, She knew what she was doing.
So I get home, and remind you, I had stored my box in a utility closet. So I opened up the utility closet, and I guess the water heater that was in it had leaked or something. But I had it stored in a just a regular cardboard box. Completely soaked the box and everything that was in it, including the Ouija board. Completely warped the board. It was ruined. I couldn't use it, so I had no choice but to throw it away. Well, next day I call out maintenance to have them come look at the water heater because I don't want it to continue to leak. And they come out, they open up the utility closet, they poke around, look around. Um, they said that they couldn't find a leak. So I don't know, was it some sort of intervention or something? Because, like I said, I had a bottle of liquor and it was ready to go.
Now, okay. There's something wrong with this video that I just watched. First of all, you notice at the very beginning she added on that she went out and bought a bottle of liquor, some vodka, and why she kicked that in there? Like why she put that in there? Like she keeps coinciding the liquor and that Ouija board together. You know, I mean, it could be a coincidence. I don't know. I mean, like who she called. What maintenance do she call? She called a friend, maintenance. You know what I mean? But she mentioned the a bottle of vodka again. So I don't know. I think that was a dud.
So when I came home for winter break in 2018, my mom had bought a Ouija board,
Another
And
Ouija
this
board.
was my second interaction with the Ouija board. The first was horrible. The second one was turmoil. And I just want to post this story as a warning to anybody who needs it. If you look like me, you shouldn't need it. But I needed it, obviously. Never use a Ouija board. I think really that they only harness evil spirits. There's nothing good that ever comes from them. And I'm going to have videos throughout this video because I got proof of everything. Okay, so the people involved were my mom, her ex-husband, and then his 2 daughters. When we ordered the board came same day. The board came quicker than we've ever seen an Amazon package arrive. This is when Amazon Prime had just come out, so we had never seen anything like this. We were like, what?
Oh my gosh. Why are they so happy?
Okay, so boom, now we have the board. Immediately, we're just joking around.
Hey, don't that look like a Jumanji playset? That's what I thought of.
We're playing around. We're asking stupid questions. Like, I'll show y'all that too.
What?
The spirit that came through was Abby. That's what she said her name was.
Why are
Abby
they
was
laughing?
the only one that ever came through. We tried to get other spirits to come through. It didn't. It was always Abby. And Abby really just made us laugh. It actually got us very comfortable using the Ouija board because it was just such a funny experience. We even asked her to see if she could shake her interdimensional booty cheeks. Like, she used to be twerking. Got that on video too. 1 second.
Can you show us you twerking? Wait. Everyone, one finger so everyone can see that Abby is really twerking her butt off. Twerk harder, Abby.
Hey, man. Oh, no. I don't get it. Like, okay, wait a minute. Who's asking a ghost to twerk? You know what I mean? Like, in front of their mom. That's dumb. That's dumb. The ghost is twerking, so it's going back and forth. What if the ghost doesn't even know what a twerk is? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it's in the past or whatever, like, and it's coming through that Jumanji board and they ask it to twerk? That's just weird. I don't know. Let's continue watching this.
Now, I'm not even gonna lie. We used to think that his youngest daughter, we gonna call her Paris. We used to think she was the one moving it because we were just a little skeptical. But y'all saw our fingers move. Like, every finger lifted off that planchette at one point at the end of that video. Okay, so now, just so it doesn't get too long, go to part 2. But if you're seeing this, it's already up. It's already up. Part 2 to when my family used the Ouija board and a spirit broke my mom's ankles. So this went on for about the entire week, really. We were just always playing with this Ouija board. And once we realized she could twerk, one thing that we used to do was play music. And whenever we played music, she would move the planchette to the beat, the exact beat, as if she already knew the song. And one way that I used to make sure that nobody else was controlling this was I put on an Afrobeat song. In my family, I'm the only one that listens to Afro beats, any music coming from Africa. So I knew nobody knew this song but me. That was it for me. That was it. Nobody was moving that planchette. There was a force, a spirit moving that planchette, speaking to us, literally laughing, joking with us. Abby was sassy, okay? Abby would say things like, now we're about to get into how my mom broke her ankles. Abby used to say things like she don't like my mom because she's sleeping next to her husband. She used to say, I don't like you next to him. Sleep on the couch. Go sleep on the couch. Stop sleeping in my spot. Things like that. She would also talk about how handsome her husband was. We can call him Marvin if I ever use a name. Marvin. Marvin was the husband. She loved him. She would talk about him all the time and she hated my mom. So my mom, she started getting real sassy. Let me show y'all. This one is so bad.
Stop! Angry. Are you angry? Why? Because we're alive and you're dead? Mom!
Damn.
I know. But there's no way of changing that, is there?
Oh, if it goes to yes.
So, number one, at that time, we did not know that when a spirit starts counting, she's trying to get off that board. We didn't know that. Number 2, my mom been cussing spirits out my whole life. If she lose her keys, or if like she knows she has something and it went missing, she yelling at the ghost to give it back. Like, it wasn't too surprising, and it also wasn't too scary because nothing ever happened when she did that. This turned out to be a little different. So I would say that's when the energy changed from like, oh, we're joking, laughing, and dancing with this Ouija board spirit, to, okay, she's saying some kind of...
Okay, did you hear what she just said? She said laughing and joking. And maybe it came across as a person, a girl, right? They assume, named Abby. And could be a trick, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever door they opened, they saw there was kids involved, you know, a bunch of girls and stuff like that, and they named it Abby as an innocent girl. And how would it know to twerk? I mean, earlier, you know what I mean? I mean, how would it know to twerk? So it's trying to amuse these guys right here. It's trying to let them guys guard down, you know? And now it's probably trying to show its colors. Like, maybe it's not that little girl. Maybe it's something more like, I want to say demonic, but like negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's starting to show its true colors. And a little girl named Abby wouldn't be in love with an adult's husband. You see what I'm saying? So I think they got tricked, you know. But they opened it. They were all happy. They were celebrating, you know, looked like a little Jumanji package or whatever. Yo. But man, they got tricked. See, and that's what it does. Other episodes I told you guys about Ouija boards, man. Whatever, if you open that door, you don't know what's coming through. You know, it's gonna trick you, man. There it is. It tricked the family.
Some weird stuff now, like, and yeah, my mom was being sassy back because she was talking about she don't like my mom and to go sleep on the couch and stop sleeping next to her husband. So like, when that energy changed, we weren't even joking no more. We were like, all right, this is getting kind of weird. Let's just stop. Girl. And I'm trying to remember like something specific that we were like, this is just too much now. That moment did come, but I can't remember exactly what, because we were dang near addicted for like the whole week. So now the next week's starting and my mom is getting up to go to work. She's coming down the stairs. I'm sleeping on the couch. I'm on winter vacation. And she walks out of the door and closes the door behind her. And I just hear her blood curdling scream. Like, I can't reenact it, but just... So my first assumption is that she slammed her finger in the door. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my mom is so dramatic. Why is she screaming that loud? But then seconds later, her husband comes bolting down the stairs. And I'm like, what's going on right now? I'm so confused. He opens the door. My mom is laying on the concrete with both legs overturned. Like, her ankles were broken. Both legs overturned. And when you walk out of our apartment, she was coming out the back way. There's 3 steps you go down. She was on the bottom of the steps. We're like, what is going on? That injury was so bad. She was in so much pain. We had to call the ambulance immediately. They had to investigate the staircase to figure out, like, was the staircase wonky? Like, what really happened? She was never like okay again after that. I don't know if my mama will want her toes on the internet, so y'all can't see them, but this is what the ankle looked like. You see the other one is in the brace already, but that is
her hands coming out of the blanket,
blue, and just horrible. Now, where does
she's trying to black out the toes, her mom's toes.
According to my mother, when she opened that door to walk down the stairs, she felt 2 hands on her back push her out the door. Because
you don't know what came through that board.
Pushed out the door and down the stairs.
Was pushed.
She said she did not fall. So yeah, that's pretty much it. My mom is still struggling with it today. She actually just got x-rays showing that her spine is being misaligned now due to walking on those injured ankles for so many years.
Thought it was a game.
Don't play with a Ouija board, bro.
Don't play with a Ouija board. Told you don't play with the Ouija board.
You scared?
What is this?
No. Alright, we ain't doing none of the TV shit. I think all that shit is fake. We just gonna ask simple ass questions. We ain't hold no fucking hands. We just gonna see what the fuck happened. We made our own fucking music.
Whoa, did you hear what he said? He said they made their own Ouija. You see it on right there? They're all looking. Like, did he do this? Is he forcing them guys? Because those two in the background don't look like they really want to be there. And they made their own Ouija, bruh. Don't do that.
But we have put our fingers on it.
No, ain't nobody touching it. That's phony. If there's a ghost in here, he gonna move that motherfucker by his damn self.
I know you think it's cold in here too.
Don't try to scare you with the TV shit. Nobody's cold. The AC is on in the house. Don't even try. Right.
He's psyching himself.
Is there anyone else in here besides us? Can you hear me?
Hold on, give it a minute.
How long we gotta fucking wait?
Ooh.
Not heard about the 28 girls that were hospitalized after using.
Hey. That just gave me chills. Did you see that thing cross? Did you? Hold on. Let me back this up a little bit. Let me see if I can do this here. Okay. Just watch. Just watch. On the bottom right, there's a ring or whatever that is, and it shoots towards those two ladies right there. Those two girls right there. So watch. This no joke, man. You messed around. You ain't bad. And I think he's the first one to jump too. So.
Can you hear me?
Watch it.
Hold on, give it a minute.
How long we gotta fucking wait?
See?
Not heard about the 28 girls that were hospitalized after using a Ouija board.
Bruh, I'm breaking my kid code of silence with this one, but here's a quick story time. I'm playing the Ouija board in the Bronx. Okay. It's 1995, 1996. We don't got cell phones. The hangout spot is Vlad's apartment. Vlad's apartment got people in and out at all times, day and night. There's a Ouija board in the crib. I decided to play with it. A lot of us are playing with it. This is going on day after day after day. So we're talking to all these different spirits. There's one spirit named Frank. He identifies himself and he tells us his story about how he got moved out in the Bronx and he was from 146th Street. The dude, he gave us vivid details down to like phone numbers and all that. He asked us to call his family. But this is where it got strange. At some point, Frank decided to show off his spirit skills and would identify people before they'll show up. And that started freaking us out. Like, Frank, we cool, we hear your story, but chill. Because, like, Lou would show up knocking on the door and the board just wrote Lou. Or the board would start reading. Now, this is the part that really got me. There's a dude amongst us, his name was Trauma. His real name was Marlon, but none of us knew that because in the hood, you don't know nobody's name unless you get locked up with them, stop and frisk with them, or you went to school with them. But because that was Vlad's man from another block, we ain't know his real government. So now the board is writing Marlon and Traum shows up. We like, haha, Frank, you're not as good as we thought you was. No, we look at Vlad's face. Vlad's looking back at us with a certain face on us, and I'm already getting scared. He's like, yo, Marlon is Traum's name. Marlon don't know what's going on. He's just walking into this. And the only people holding the board are people who don't know Traum's real name is Mal. At this point, things are happening to people on the block. It's a lot drama and real bad things happening. Newspaper-worthy stuff happening amongst like our friends. No. So we decided to give up this Ouija board. We're like, you know what?
Did you close it,
this is a
though?
little too deep for us. Fast forward a month later, this is where things got really strange for me. I see these two girls come out of building on my block. So all this took place on Creston Avenue on 197. And I lived on Kingsbridge and Morris. So I'm on my way to Morris after a day of being on Creston. And I see these two girls, they walk out the building. Yo, Rich, what's good? What you doing right now? I'm like, nothing. Yo, come in the building. We playing the Ouija board. We're like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to play. We had this whole experience. I'm not with that no more. And she's like, nah, but it's real. It's real. I'm like, trust me. I know it's real. She's like, you know, anyway, so whatever they was going to do, for some reason I decided, let me ask, what's the spirit's name that they're talking to? And so I'm like, yo, legit, you know, what's the name of the spirit you're talking to? Whatever way I asked her, whatever. You know what the spirit's name was? Take a wild guess. Shorty's just really talking to Frank on the Ouija board a month later. Anyway, we made a pact like the Goonies to never talk about it again. This is the first time somebody's talking about it in public. It's real, y'all.
So, I'm telling you, don't do it, all right? You saw the videos, just reaction videos, all right? But, Ouija boards, right? Later.